Educational Information and Communication Technology presents Educational Satellite Television Programs.
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Welcome to today's lesson on blood circulation. In our previous lesson, we learned about the heart and the blood vessels. We also discussed how oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged in the lungs through respiration. Today, we will focus our studies on the blood, the heart, and lungs, and how they work together to circulate the blood through the body. This certainly will be an interesting lesson, students. Let us get started by studying the components of the blood, and then learn about the functions. Are you ready? Blood is a specialized bodily fluid that delivers substances which are necessary to the body's cells. Some of these substances include oxygen and nutrients. Blood also transports waste products away from the cells as well. Blood is made up of red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. Red blood cells carry oxygen to all of the organs in the body, while white blood cells protect us against infection. Platelets stop the bleeding from open cuts and wounds, and they work to heal wounds. Plasma carries proteins that work to regulate bleeding and clotting. Students, if you think back to the previous unit, you learned about the heart, including its 4 chambers and 4 valves. You also learned that it functions similar to a pump in order to move blood around the body. The heart is the organ that provides momentum for the components of blood to reach the areas of the body that they are needed. Let us move on and discuss the term circulation. The pathway the blood follows is a circuit because the blood ends up where it began, as opposed to a straight line, which would take something from point A to point B. A circuit carries the substance around, but brings it back to its original starting point. Today, we will discuss the 2 types of blood circulation: pulmonary and systemic. We will also learn how they connect. Shall we do an activity, class? Students, if you think about what you have learned about blood thus far, why is it important that it circulates in the body. Take a few minutes to discuss your answer with a partner.
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Welcome back, students. Great work. You may have stated the 3 functions of blood that we discussed earlier in the lesson. You may have said that blood carries oxygen and nutrients to different parts of the body. It also removes wastes from the body. As well, blood helps to keep our body temperature steady. If you stated any of these answers, then you are correct. An easy way to remember the 3 functions of blood circulation is by thinking good things in, bad things out, and body temperature normal. I hope that is a helpful method. Now that we know why it is important for blood to move around our bodies, it is time to learn how it works. To do this, we need to look at the body's complex transport system. It is made up of the heart, blood vessels, and blood, which together make up the circulatory system. The heart, as you have learned, acts as a pump to move blood around your body. The blood moves in a system of vessels, which are like tubes. The bigger vessels are stronger and thicker, and they allow for more blood to flow through. The smaller vessels are extremely tiny and very delicate. At their smallest, they allow only one red blood cell at a time to pass through. There are two main types of vessels: arteries and veins. In the same way that a tree trunk divides into big branches and then smaller branches, arteries divide into smaller arteries called arterioles. Arterioles divide even further into capillaries. All the types of arteries move blood away from the heart. You can remember this because both the word artery and the word away start with the letter A. The biggest artery in the body is called the aorta. Smaller venules, which merge into veins, move blood back to the heart. The biggest vein in the body is the vena cava. Like the memory trick you used for arteries, you can also remember the veins, venules, and the vena cava by thinking of the letter V. The heart pumps blood in two coordinated pathways. One pathway, called pulmonary circulation, carries deoxygenated blood away from the heart to the lungs and returns oxygenated blood back to the heart. Whereas systemic circulation carries oxygenated blood away from the heart to the body and returns deoxygenated blood back to the heart. It is important to remember that the two systems do not exist independently of one another. The blood flow is continuous, which means it moves from one circuit directly to the other circuit. Now, students, it is time to put everything we have learned together. I want you to draw a simple diagram of the body and include the lungs, the heart, the major arteries and veins, the two circulation systems, including how they connect. Please work in groups of 2 or 3 to complete your drawings. Are you ready?
Students, let's get ready. Begin. Time's up. Let's get back to our lesson.
Hello again, students. Were you able to complete your drawing? Let us compare your drawing to this one. Well done, students. That concludes our lesson for today. We learned that blood circulation is vital to our health. We discussed that blood moves in two directions, through arteries and veins. Arteries move oxygen-rich blood away from the heart, and veins move deoxygenated blood towards the heart, with the exception of pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein, respectively. The process by which blood moves into and out of the lungs is called pulmonary circulation. The process by which blood moves around the rest of the body is called systemic circulation. These systems are connected so that the blood flows throughout your body. Until next time, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students.